Alright, so that should now be up and running. Getting there eventually. Yes. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Just making sure all the options are set up. Hope you're doing well today. It's been a while. Good times ahead, though. We're gonna play some Pokemon trading card game online. Woo! Because, last we left off, I was playing with Metroid Prime Randomizer, but when my laptop decided to nearly die, I lost a good chunk of data, and it just so happens pretty much all the save data for the GameCube ROMs was all lost to space and time, so that was unfortunate. So I was like, well, what am I gonna do for Thursday streams? And I'm like, and then I thought about it, I was like, I'll just play some Pokemon trading card game till I figure out what's going on there. Hopefully your day's gone well, though. We're gonna stick with doing the trainer challenges. Don't feel like trying to do versus mode at the moment. Yeah, thankfully, I was able to repair it and get the laptop nearly working perfectly. I mean, it's not perfect, but it was not a good experience there. So, but it's a serviceable. It does what I needed to do at the moment, so I will take the small victory. I still haven't even figured out how much data. I figure it's probably close to about 3 gigabytes of data just gone. Actual data. It's not like I lost like games or documents, pictures. It's just complete. It's just some data. Yep, just whatever data is there. A lot of it would have been for sure save files for some of my games, but I haven't figured out which ones that I've lost. And some of it it's interesting with Steam games especially, not all Steam games back up to the cloud servers. So when I start up a game, sometimes it just re-downloads the save data and I'm good to go, and then other times it's loading up just the local data that has survived, and then sometimes it gets really confused and it is that's not where it's supposed to be there. It's telling me it's not receiving enough video on the YouTube. Let me do just a quick little reset. Could have been just a little thing there. Should be an excellent connection now. To be fair, I am trying to playing an online game with music in the background that I'm streaming, plus streaming on top of that. So it should be a little bit upset. Yeah, 3 gigs of data is pretty gross amount. That was not I was able, like I said, I was able to save a lot of the important stuff, but it is a lot of it was just randomized to save the data. I know, for instance, a lot of pretty much anything related to Firefox was completely gone. I lost all the bookmarks, logins, any saved cookies, offline data, stuff like that. That was definitely part of the stuff that I lost. But still trying to figure out what else did I lose as part of that 3 gigabyte loss. Yeah, I did a little restart of the stream, so hopefully it holds out. If it tells me that it's not receiving enough data, I'll leave it alone and let you guys tell me if it looks bad and whatnot. But like I said, we'll power through with what we've got. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually show off some of the other decks that I've got and just kind of go through some of the opponents you can face. I'm actually surprised the number of times I've actually beaten people with the basic red deck here. I know it's not as much as Charizard. So when I click on certain decks, a checkmark tells you that I've beaten that person with that particular deck. You can see across as I change. It shows me which way. It's not on this one, but I think if I go to City Championship, it'll show me the Charizard deck has completed. Yeah, he's got the big trophy that's completely filled out. He's faced everybody in that category. Yeah, I thought so too. It actually loops for a good 3 hours, I was hoping was actually going to be different between the hours, but I'm like, I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get. So I'll actually start, because we've seen the Charizard theme, I'll actually go through some of the basic decks I have. So these 3 here and then these 3 afterwards. It's a little bit, one gets covered up a little bit there. But these are the basic ones. You start with 3 when you log in, and I think it's Crushing Current, Hidden Depths, Born of Fire is what you start with. These are from an older set, which you don't get, an older version of Pokemon Trading Card Game. But I still get to keep them, even though they're not currently in rotation. They're adequate, not necessarily what you would use in an online match, but because they, even like when they're powered up fully, they're still quite terrible if we're being honest. But you have to basically win matches in this computer, in this sort of single player league, in order to unlock more cards for them and make them slightly more useful. All right, I've actually got a Ninetales there, so I think I'll actually start with that. The Fire Red here, this little red deck here, is all about mostly the fire Pokemon. There's a Rattata, Raticate stuff in there, but it's not particularly useful. Like, he'll do, like, the Super Fang isn't a bad thing if he's got a big powerful tank. Like, I mean, look at this Lickitung with 90 HP, 100 HP from Miltank. One attack just reduces it down to 10 health every time I use it. Nope. Don't want to discard my hand currently. There we go. Switch one of your opponent's, but nope, I don't need to do that. Just start with this basic Ninetales. So one of the other reasons that I'm playing Pokemon Trading Card Game online today as well is a couple weeks ago they announced a new version of this game called Pokemon Trading Card Game Live, which is gonna be another internet. It's gonna be like this, be internet-based game, PvP. The big difference is with the new one is it's gonna be played. Trading Card Game Online was only available on tablets and PC. Live will also make the transfer to phones. There we go, that's the word. Oh, that's actually a nice amount of energy. I'll take that little win. Which is good, because I've been saying for years that I've wanted to play Pokemon Trading Card Game Online on my phone, since I can just chill anywhere in the house and just play, you know, casually and get the work done there. However, as a result of the new trading card game coming out, eventually this version online, they're eventually going to shut down the servers and the game entirely. They have said that they plan to do like a transfer where you can transfer your account over to the new one. Haven't quite gone into detail on what survives the transfer, so I'm like, well, like as soon as I saw that, and it honestly was like probably 2 weeks ago, maybe 3, that we saw that. They still haven't talked about like what will survive the transfer, and I was just like, no. I was working on like trying to get through the battle pass system that they've got to get another rare card, and I went, nope, I'll just play this game super casual now. No need to commit to getting cards if, you know, there's no guarantee that I'll survive, that it's going to be worth it in the end. Alright, I'm going to play this Ultra Ball. I should actually probably talk about the strategy I'm going with. I'm going to play this Ultra Ball here. I'm going to get rid of some of these cards, Pokemon that I have, just discard them, which allows me to search for any Pokemon I want. And it's going to be the Emboar here. Right. Any true status I had, I'm gone with that. Thankfully, Trading Card Game Online survived. Like, I actually don't know if Trading Card Game Online is purely like online data as far as like save data, and because you log into an account like you always do. But since all my data was still here for my account, I was like, well, guess it's either just online stuff or I managed to successfully save the data. Interestingly enough, so there's a game I do play called Splitgate, first-person shooter, kind of in lieu of like Halo, but with portals. The save data for your account info is saved locally. That's not, despite it being like an online game, you know, pure online game, you have to be connected to the internet, it doesn't actually have it saves all the data of your account locally on your computer. Thankfully, Steam does have the Steam Cloud. I didn't necessarily always have it on. I accidentally woke up Alexa, but computer, stop. I did say, like, I did switch it on just before, because there were signs my computer was about to fail, and so I switched it on just to see, just to make sure that would all survive. I'm trying to figure out what I should get rid of, and I think I'm getting rid of the Professor Juniper. Gonna look for Combuskin. There we go. Right, until you go play on a friend's computer, right? And that was part of the reason why I had clouds. I had saved the cloud saves disabled, was so that I could play on different computers, essentially with different save data. Very useful when my brother was using one of my old computers and was just playing off of my Steam library, so that way he wouldn't accidentally overwrite, you know, save data and whatnot. But since he's got his own computer now, that doesn't... I'm like, I guess I could actually back up my own save data now, which was a good call, because I would have lost a good chunk of data for sure, like even more so than the 3 gigabytes. It was pretty rough. Alright. I actually need more energy. I haven't actually discarded any, but I've just been, like... So Emboar does a lot of damage if you can get a lot of energy attached to him, basically. I'm gonna go with that guy just to draw. Yes! Alright. Now what I'm gonna do is retreat. Bring out the Emboar. Just do Energy Blast now. I only have to do this a certain amount of times, and with 3 energy retrievals, an energy surge, and this energy in my hands, I've got enough that I can just keep throwing energy down. What was that attack? Oh, okay, just deals more damage when he flips. I'm worried about energy being discarded from Emboar at this point, but I've got him on the ropes. I've got him on the ropes here. But yeah, this is just very... Having the laptop fail on me was an interesting time. There we go, that's the first win right off the bat. Did he just... There we go, right off the bat. It's not even fair. Alright. Next we'll show off Crushing Current, so this is another one. This one is in the current state of things as far as I know. They're all weirdly, like, similar themes. Each of these ones here, like you see, there's a Zapdos. That's the big thing with those decks, is that's like, yes, you can have those bad boys. Also, usually an Eevee evolution as well. What do I start with? This is actually... I would use the word terrible, but that's putting it lightly. Right? Back in the day. Right? He is pretty dope. This is actually... Okay, let's just start with Eevee. I think that's gonna be... Because I've got no energy. I've got ways to find Pokemon. Don't need those. Oh, Nelly. Because Ultra Ball lets me search for a Pokemon, which I desperately don't need. Alright. This is not the strongest start. And just gonna wait it out here. I've got a potion to heal some of the damage. Just a bit. That is the problem with these. Okay, I actually have a way out of this a little bit. Now I've got energy. Let's go look for a Jolteon. There's a Pikachu, Raichu. Oh gosh, it's not the Jolteon I thought it was. Alright, Zapdos. That's the new plan. Bring out the Zapdos. Power that bad boy up. So, Zapdos' thing, Raging Thunder, deals 120 damage, but also deals 40 damage to one of my benched Pokemon. Oh good, so you discard the only energy I had. Bravo! Alright, I need a little bit of time just to find some more energy. It's possible he'll also use Flamethrower, which, it's not going to be terrible if he has to discard it. It's a coin flip for Torkoal's Flamethrower. Yep, finds an energy on the draw. Get Tails. Yes! Okay. As long as he's discarding energy, we should be fine. I'm actually going to go with the Kangaskhan here. It couldn't take... oh gosh. Just an energy card at some point. When I can at least just use the Zapdos. This is not going well for me. Okay, there... whoops. Accidentally switched to that and paused it. That's what happens when you don't lock the mouse to the window. Need to switch. There we go. There you go, indeed. This is highly professional work here we do here. Okay. So the question is, do I send out the Zapdos? Or try to keep banking for more? I don't really need the Fearow, if I'm being honest. I know it says a Spearow, but we're thinking ahead of time here. Because 20 energy from... or 20 damage from that actually works out kind of well for me. Weirdly enough, the CPUs aren't the smartest thing in the world. Oh, see, now there's a Fearow, so now I'll add him on there. Yes! Still can't take another Flamethrower, but... it's not like I need the card in my hand anymore. And since he's got to use it... yes! Just keep using it. I can only send out so many Pokemon at a time at this point, like... at some point we have to... okay, yes. Just power up the Zapdos. That's all we have to do. Rattata's like no health, it's like 30 health. No, I wanted you to lose it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna send out the Eevee. I would actually rather have the Raichu. That is a revive. I desperately don't need it that much. But, you know what? It does allow me to have the Kangaskhan back, so I guess it's good. This is one of the worst starts. Okay, so I have to send out the Zapdos at this point. Oh, no! Was just looking for an energy card. Just looking for one. I mean, he can take another Flamethrower, but... oh good, he found another Torkoal while he was at it. Alrighty. So mean. I drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 6, 7, 8. I think I started with you. Definitely went through 9 cards, none of them energy. Oh good, and then he just attaches more energy. So mean. Literally no energy in this deck, apparently. Found plenty of Pokemon. Zapdos was the only one doing anything. That's the problem with these decks, is they're definitely not well balanced. But, you know, we take what we can get. Good, water versus water. So hidden depths, there's Lapras, Articuno. We actually prefer the Lapras. There is Gyarados in there. Takes a while to get unlocked. But, and trust me, you have plenty of Magikarp when you first get this deck, and no Gyarados at the beginning. Well, see, look, there's one. Good, we start with this rather worthless Porygon. Oh gosh, and yeah, he needs bench Pokemon for that card to be useful. Okay, let's search for a trainer card. There are, if I remember correctly, this has... no, it's not it. Okay, That's fine by me. Okay, it is. There it is. I knew Goldeen and Seeking had to be here. Right. We would prefer those. They actually hit really hard. But that's actually a brilliant strategy. I gotta use it next turn, but... And then that just... Nope. So that's worthless to me. Lapras is a pretty good Pokemon in any game, really. 2,000 Magikarp, right? Gotta get them all. Pokemon! Okay, the bubble is unfortunate, because he paralyzes me. Doesn't deal any damage. Nelly. I'm thinking about it. Alright, I'm gonna try the Pokemon Catcher, because the other one doesn't have energy. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put an energy on the Porygon. It's loading, there we go. So N allows each player to shuffle their hand back into their deck and then draw a number of cards equal to the number of prize cards. This also helps him a little bit. However, this also allows me to search for more things and put them on my bench. Like another Porygon. It's just... Okay, now that's just rude. That's just rude. The Klotzer brings back the other. This is going well for me. Okay. Do that. Do another N. Come on. Okay, Magikarps. I do have the Lassa special. Unfortunately, the Magikarp and the Doduo, not really a good card. But we can at least attack finally. First time. Woo! We're getting somewhere today. Oh, in case you think Magikarp isn't worthless, let me tell you. Epic Splash, 30 damage, but you need to flip 2 coins, and you need to get double heads. So we really try not to get that there. Alright, so we draw a card for each Pokemon with the Lassa special. Did find a Dodrio, so I mean that'll... Like, if I need to try to hit something. I can also do a retreat, actually, because retreat aid from Dodrio reduces the retreat cost by 2 energy, as it were. So it's not a bad strategy, because Crab Hammer deals 30 damage. And I'd rather just buy a little bit more time, see if I can't find other stuff. Plus, I could probably get a knockout. Yes! Thank you for not attacking. That would have been crazy. Alright, so I gotta power up the Dodrio, because that's my only option so far. I know there's a Gyarados, but he's somewhere back inside the deck, so... And I would like the Lapras Goldeen Seeking family, but it's asking for too much sometimes. 110 damage. It's not going well. Yeah, for each energy card. That's why it's so crazy. And I don't even have a good Pokemon in there. The Dodrio makes it in there, though, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. And feel free to ask questions about, like, as I'm talking, like, feel free to ask questions about the game mechanics, anything weird that happens, because I've played this game so many times. I just cruise on autopilot here. Just do what does best. The computer, by the way, they do act and move pretty quickly. But you can click through faster through cards. Like, when it shows you a card they're playing, you can actually click through it faster. Save time and money that way. Okay, there's a Seeking. I would like to find a Goldeen now. And then I also want to find another item, which we'll explain in the future. So that was actually really good. I wanted 2 heads specifically. 3 would have been nice, too. Okay, there's a Lapras. Okay, we can do this. We gotta power up the Lapras. Just gotta buy enough time here. Okay, so he's gonna paralyze the Dodrio. That's slightly unfortunate, but that does what we need to do for now. Just get that there. Oh, what I should do is actually play the Dodrio, or the Doduo, so I can use a Max Revive in case Dodrio goes down for the count. That's tragic. Okay, yes. Max Potion will heal all damage, but it also discards all energy. Actually has a specific use. Gonna give you a clue, it's with the Seeking here. Yes! Okay, finally. I can then go on the attack, but I need more energy. that evolves from one of your Pokemon. Nelly. Well, I can search for a Vaporeon, I suppose. Unless I do have a Gyarados. I might have forgotten that. Gotta build it up. Gyarados also requires a lot of energy. And as you can see, I don't even have enough to power up the Lapras all the way yet. But boy is it worth it. Boy is it worth it if you get a Gyarados fully powered up. That cures the status? Is that what it does? Put that Pokemon into your hand. That's fine. I can live with that. It's energy and it's what we're looking for. Plus, I don't mind having it on the Lapras. Good news all around. Don't need the Psyduck. I don't even have a Golduck, I believe, in this deck. Okay, that was good. He's down to 10 health. Excellent. Gotta drink some water. Perfect. Beans here. Trying to think what's been... okay, good. Goldeen, yes! Alright. Luckily, Seeking only needs 1 energy for it to be useful. Weirdly enough. But it's all you need. Just 1 energy and it can do both of its attacks. And boy is it useful. Yes, found an energy. Nidrio's actually been doing quite well, actually. Surprisingly, since it's it's coin flips is all it is. Alright, there's that. You do the search for a trainer card. Perfect. Okay, we'll get to that shortly. I have 1 retreat cost. I'm just gonna go for the attack at this point. Yes. Some hit points there. Try to figure out... Yes, Spiny Rush. So I'll either knock him out or knock me out. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm go on the retreat, right? Place an energy... actually, on the Gyarados. I'm gonna go with Errand Running, the search for a trainer card specifically. I want this Healing Scarf. This is highly useful. So Healing Scarf allows you, when you attach an energy card from your hands to that Pokemon, it allows you to heal 20 damage off of it. This is going to be an important thing to be aware of. So Dodrio makes retreat costs lower by 2, which means this Lapras can retreat for free. This Seeking gets to come out. Alright, so we're going to actually have him do Reckless Charge. It deals 40 damage, deals 10 damage to Seeking. Which seems like a bit of a crazy thing, but hold on, it gets better. So he'll do Rescue, just put Pokemon back into his deck. No worries. So, we're going to take an energy card, we're going to attach it to Seeking. It's going to heal. That's an important note right there. Because now Seeking's first attack, Soaking Horn, if this Pokemon was healed during this turn, this attack deals 80 more damage, which is 90, which just so happens to knock out a Floatzel in one go. And that is a solid strategy for that. So deck is getting a Healing Scarf on the Seeking, either getting it purposely hit or doing Reckless Charge, and then you just go crazy. Easy peasy. I have faced Ally with this deck. Brilliant! So we're going to do Born of Fire. This contains a Moltres, Snorlax, which isn't a fire Pokemon, Arcanine, good old fire types. Also contains the Rapidash, which actually is a pretty good one. You do this... hang on. If this card is discarded by an attack, attach this card. Something, discarding. I know what's going on. I need more Pokemon, I'll tell you what. I'm thinking of actually using the Professor Sycamore. I don't really need the experience shares, that's for rearranging cards. Okay, that's actually fine. After a Pokemon's been knocked out. So I don't mind that at all there. Put that special energy on there, then use the Professor Sycamore. Let's see if we can't get some more Pokemon. Slightly better, I suppose. Use a Lava Ball. Search for Pokemon with 90 health or less. Let's see. Alright, yes. I think I've got an Arcanine, so I think I might as well go with the Growlithe. Just have that evolution ready. And then we're gonna do a Fire Blast. Discard that energy. And then that energy goes right back. That's what that special energy does. But it has to be specifically discarded by an attack. Don't worry about that sneaky bite. That's a Zubat thing happening. Or Golbat thing, sorry. It's a Golbat thing. We're trying to knock this Wobbuffet out quickly. Because I think we can't do... Yeah, no abilities. Not a particularly bad thing here for us because we actually have everything we need. Put that there. Let's search for a supporter card because I can. Yes. Shuffles their hand. Switch Pokemon around. I will actually take the Giovanni's Scheme and the Judge. Oh, the energy card. That's the other one. I thought it would take two. My mistake. My mistake. I'm gonna save that. Nope, use it. I thought it healed more. That was okay by me. Discard this energy and watch it magically go back to Rapidash. Oh, it's so good. It's so nice. Saves me from having to keep searching for more energy, I'll tell you what. Yes. Alright, so you do, yeah, 20 more damage. Gonna be a useful thing to know. There's a Meowth. We're gonna put this energy here. We're gonna play Giovanni's orders, whatever scheme, to deal 20 more damage, so that I can do Rear Kick for 50 damage, which just so happens to knock out that Zubat. How lucky is that? Was it good because now I'm getting some energy in my hands. Always have a Professor Sycamore if I need to search. Yes! I like this Snorlax, so it has 120 health, but all damage is reduced by 30 when it attacks that Pokemon. And then there's Knockaway, which consumes a lot of energy for the amount of damage it deals, but it's useful in a pinch. And especially if you can actually attack with the mighty Snorlax. There we go. Magic! Witchcraft going on there with that special energy. That energy card is definitely not in the current lineup. I'll tell you what, that is... I'm just going to put that on there. It's of no real importance, honestly. And I'm actually going to power up the Snorlax because I can. Alright. So she's run out of energy cards on the field. It's possible she has still one in her hand or one she's going to draw. So we'll see what she does. It's not going to take much to knock out my... Yep, that's exactly what she needed. It's exactly 10 health. Tragic. But I get to move an energy onto the Eevee. Can't move the special energy. It's only basic energy. Tragedy strikes once more. But it does well for what it was. And I can probably just keep powering up Arcanine and the flamethrower that he's got. Especially with this energy I'm getting. Won't need the... Swoop Across is actually scary just because it deals 10 damage. To everybody. Can be a little scary. At least this is going better than the lightning deck where I got no energy whatsoever. That was truly a tragic day. Oh, I'm gonna put it there. Just cause I can. Woo! Perfect. Oh, there's a Flareon. Nice to see you at last. Not that I really needed it. I just would have liked to have seen it. It would have been a nice thing. Right on. Basic green and with Grayson now. Yes. I used you against Juji and Kendu? Huh. Interesting. So here, there's the... what is it, the Beautifly? There's the Yanmega. It's actually not as good as the one in my Charizard deck. Right? Nice victory indeed. That was solid. That's how we should be playing. Alright. I do know there's a Watchog. I don't actually have a lot of energy, but I do have this, the double colorless energy, which is highly useful. Very useful indeed. Yes, yes, do the repeat ball. There we go. So let's see here. Drawn till you have 6 cards in your hand, drawn till you have 4 cards. I have to get rid of some cards first. I'm actually going to hold on to those. Hang on, I need to take a look. Psych up, 20, 30. Okay. So I could, if I get double heads. That's so nice. Saves me a lot of problems. Alrighto. That was about as lucky as I needed to get it to be. It just doesn't... Oh, then he heals. And then, of course, he's got another energy. Well, we tried. We tried to be cool here. Alright. But I can do some of this. Yeah, let's use the bicycle just to draw another card. Why not? So Psych Up gets more powerful if we keep using it. It'll go up to 60 damage. And what I was hoping for was I would just use Psych Up to knock out the minion here. And then it would be 60 damage for the next Pokemon he sends out. But dreams were cut short that day. Now we get to draw some more cards. Excellent, we've got the full lineup for our Snivy here, all the way up to the Serpester. Yes, Superior, that... Oh, I've already played an energy card. That's why that's not working. Which is good, because it's actually, like... It's a good Pokemon of all the basics out there. It's 140 health, 70 damage with Mega Drain for 3 energy, and it heals itself when it uses it. 30 HP every time. So not a bad way to go. I know this deck actually has a lot of ways to draw cards, so we're not worried about playing stuff out. Getting it all done there. Perfect. And so we're just kind of just gonna cruise to victory pretty much at this point. Like, if he powers up the Zapdos fully, which he doesn't have any energy cards apparently, like, there's nothing really super scary going on now. I actually would like to find another energy card, however. Right? Leaf's pretty good. The Psychic ones are pretty crazy. Usually have ways to stack. Oh, now I get an energy card. It's fine, I don't think I need Watchog anymore. It's done its purpose. Let's see. I will, however, start powering up that. I'm gonna play Town Map, so I can see what the remainder of my Pokemon cards are. Yep. Not really what I need anymore. Oh, I also got a switch, too. Because of course I did. Also would have been helpful when I wanted to retreat. Thank goodness, because he's actually powering up the Zapdos. So thank goodness, A, he sent it out, B, we're knocking it out. Thank goodness for the small things in life. Yeah, I'll grab the Buffalance. The Buffalance reduces damage by 20, so kind of similar to the Snorlax. Just slightly less, has 100 HP. Definitely prefer the Snorlax if I have to choose one over the other. But at least he deals 60 damage basic. Can do more damage if, for whatever reason, the Pokemon is an EX type, which it never is if you're going against the CPU here, so... Yeah, damage reduction, super useful. Just can eliminate a lot of pain. That was actually pretty crazy. Yeah, I've never seen him be able to get that guy out super quickly. I'm gonna have to think about powering up Pokemon here. Just a bit. Just in case something goes terribly wrong. I don't think so. I think we're fine as it is. But just to be on the safe side. Yep, should be good. Now I've got my last prize card. Almost healed the Superior here. Got a coin for that. For some reason, I'm not quite sure why. Just because I'm consistently playing this game. Alright, and I think the last one, of the basic set at least, gonna be the blue. We're gonna be going against Juji. Good times ahead. It's probably because I actually played with that deck against an opponent that hadn't been played that before. Any way to earn some amount of coins isn't a bad way to go. This also has a Lapras, which isn't actually too terrible. Oh gosh, I do like the Phoebus. I'm actually gonna send you out first. It's gonna sound crazy. Hear me out here. 3 basic energy cards are actually gonna be also useful. A lot of energy cards that was in there. Needed more. Yes, and then, whoops. Right-click highlights Pokemon so you can see up front what it's got and whatnot. But you kind of miss also what's going on at the same time if it's not during your turn. So I'm actually going to do that just to grab a lot more energy cards, get that going. I won't need to get rid of... I won't need a professor anytime soon. We're just going to try to keep drawing cards while we power up basically whatever's on the bench here. It would be nice if we found a... whatever evolves into Phoebus, because she's actually super useful here. But Phoebus only has 30 HP, so it's not exactly super useful. Thank goodness he wasn't trying to use Lunge. Oh baby, you know I'm going to. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna buy some more time. Yes, double draw cards! Okay, Energy Switch. Could use that in the future. Pokemon Switch, choose up to 2 Pokemon 2 cards and then return them? That's what it is? And discard them. I prefer discarding much better. Alright. Come on, give me... Yes! Don't fail me, little Phoebus! Okay, that's actually good as well. Search for a Pokemon and an item. Of course, finds a Machamp for whatever reason. I'm pretty certain you don't even have... Yeah, there's not even a Machop, let alone a Machoke out there. So it's an interesting choice. Just... It's not exactly what I would choose. Alright, I'm gonna retreat the Phoebus. I've got plenty of energy to spare at this point. Do a Surf, and it deals 60 damage, which means little guy is knocked out. Oh, there's another Phoebus. Alright. Quick Draw. Oh, you only have that. I see. I see indeed. I can live with this. Alright. Do a little Surfy Surf. It's not gonna knock him out, sadly, but it will put him on the edge. And that's important. Yes, keep on drawing cards. Keep on going. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm trying not to have as many, like, the normal Pokemon, these Bunneries out, since they do have a weakness to fighting. Oh good, because I found more. And we don't want to accidentally give away, in essence, free stuff like that, left and right. Alright, oh gosh, I'm running out of stuff to add to Pokemon. Here's what I'm going to play the other Phoebus. And get that slightly powered up. And we're going to do a Surf. I should get knocked out, but I do have the Plapitoad here. And then that'll knock out... Ooh, good thing it wasn't double heads last time. Alright. Join the party, little man. Okay, there we go. Little Oshawott to get my main Pokemon up and running. Good stuff there. Oh, there's another one I find too. It's all coming together now. Getting really lucky with some of these coin flips, I'll tell you what. If Juji was able to draw some cards, probably wouldn't end too nicely for me. Probably find stuff like Machops. Oh, I actually did find one. Find a Machoke now. I know it's out there. I know you're holding onto the Machamp still. But not energy, apparently. This is good news. Especially since I'm not running out of energy soon. I don't really need to play that. So I'm just gonna put the energy there. Grab that. Simple. Alright, what you got for me? How much do you do? 50 damage as well? Did get the Barnacle guy leveled up. Alright, guess I'll can power up you, I suppose. Because your kick away ability is nice. It deals 60 damage, and if it's still alive, it gets switched with another Pokemon. We try our best. We try our best here. There we go. Now I get you. I wouldn't have minded on it on turn 1. But I mean, I've got all this, and I'm going to draw 2 cards. Is it really going to be worth it? No. It's going to look great, though, I'll tell you what. Alright, got another N. Perfect. This is probably helping her out more in the end than it is for me. But it looks fun. And that's what we aim for here. Oh, Crushing Hammer, a chance to discard an energy card. Weirdly, okay. That makes a little more sense, I suppose. It can withstand an attack. Oh, there's a Lapras again. How nice to see you. I'm just gonna play a Crushing Hammer. That's a Tails, so no there. We're gonna play another N. Because the party doesn't stop. 1 energy switch. Alright. So 1 more attack. Let's see what Juji does now that I've helped her more. Oh! Alright. That's actually terrible. However, I can switch. I can grab the Lopunny here. Yes! Oh, it's a good day in the neighborhood. Oh wait, I need another energy card. This is why we have the energy switch, apparently. This just about saved me from having to waste another turn. I didn't even find any... I don't know where all my good Pokemon are at. They're not currently around. But it's fine. Just do a kick away, and problem solved. There were two little Oshawotts just chilling there. Tragic. But that's all the basic decks I've got. Any decks you also like get inside the store, you can try them out in this setting here, and you get if you win 12 times with them throughout any of these leagues, you'll get a bonus booster pack as a result. So it's pretty nice that way. I think I've got time for 1, possibly 2 matches. I'm going to play with some of the other decks that I do like as we just kind of keep going up the chain. We'll go against Kendall. So Max Strike is it's a dragon-themed deck. Actually contains very few dragons, but the idea is to get our little shark friend here out and about. What is it, Garchomp? I don't typically use him. Yeah, little. Okay, this is not a good start if we're being honest. Contains the only energy are the fighting energy, so I don't have to worry about. Oh gosh, I wouldn't. Okay, no, this is fine. I've got this. So play the Escape Rope. It forces him to switch a Pokemon. Also forces me, but he switches first. Useful if you have multiple Pokemon, since I've only got the 1. So Gibble here only has 1 attack. Ascension allows me to search the deck that evolves this Pokemon. And it's gonna take a second to just do that. Yes. So, and it just applies it immediately on there. Brilliant work. And as you can see, Gabite still has an Ascension, but also has an attack. And yes, while I did have 1 in my hand, I couldn't play it because I played Gabite on the turn, but the attack allows me to ignore that particular rule. Now, I could use Slash, however, I would like to use Ascension. I know the Garchomp's in there. Both of them are, in fact. So now I've got the Pokemon I want on the field, which is not too shabby. So Garchomp can do Quick Dive with 2 energy, and it deals 50 damage to any Pokemon, regardless of... That's an EX? That's the first I've ever seen one. Like, literally never happens before. So there is an EX Pokemon out there. Luckily, I know you don't have the energy.
Okay, so this is good. This little guy, Railu, what he evolves into is what I want to find next. That's important. The second attack, by the way, Royal Blades, does 100 damage. If I played Cynthia from my hand during this turn, this attack deals 100 more damage. So Garchomp is not. It's one of the reasons why we want Garchomp. Yes. Cynthia allows me to also shuffle my hand into my deck, then draw 6 cards. So sometimes you play a Cynthia, not necessarily for the damage boost, but to get more cards back into your hand. Brilliant. Okay. We didn't quite exactly get what we want. However, we're not in total freak out mode yet. We can still keep going with this. By the way, Garchomp, no retreat cost, by the way. So it's perfect. There is an escape board if you need it, but you don't necessarily need it on him. That's just perfect. Play Hop, get nothing. Let's go look for a Nest Ball. I'm gonna actually grab the other Gibble here. I can manually evolve that over time. I'm actually gonna put the, he probably doesn't honestly have it, if we're being real here. Alright. Do some more Royal Blades here. We are scared about that EX Manectric here, but he's not sending it out. 20 damage to one of opponent's bench Pokemon or Assault Laser, which Pokemon does 60 damage plus 60 if I have a Pokemon tool. Thankfully, I don't have a lot of those, and I typically don't put them on Garchomps, so we might be okay in that specific realm. There we go. I'm looking for this, a Timer Ball. Yep, 1 heads. Okay. So we're looking for this, the Lucario. I only have 1. There's always a chance that Lucario ends up getting benched as a result. But boy, is it useful. So, Lucario has an ability. You can also just, for 2 energy, it deals 70 damage, ignores resistances. But his ability, Precognitive Aura, if I have a Garchomp in play once per turn, I can search my deck for any card I want and put it into my hand, and then I shuffle the deck. It's brilliant. So having that with a Garchomp, you can search for practically anything you want. And you're typically in a winning state at that point. I'm just going to add a Cynthia and a Hau back. I call them Hops, just because that's what it is in my Charizard deck. But it's the same thing, just draw 3 cards. No real difference other than the name. But this sort of just becomes the powerful tag team we get going on there. Did knock out that little guy. However, it's not like we're in an immediate sense of danger at this point. So who's got another Garchomp in play? This guy does. I needed more energy before I could even use its attack, so we're just going to hold on to that. I'm going to play... I can't do that. I forgot, this guy likes item cards to be out and about. Tell you what I will do. We're going to look for the Precognitive Aura. Just take a quick... Yes. We're going to look for the Rescue Stretcher here. And then we're going to play it. This allows me to shuffle 3 Pokemon from my discard pile back into the deck. And who's going to put the whole family back in there and then find it again? Who is going to do that? Alright, Missile Jab. It's not going to knock him out, but it's going to put him in a serious amount of danger. And since I don't have a Pokemon item, a tool card attached to Lucario, it's not really going to hurt me. Not realistically. Put the escape board on Lucario. Lucario gets to retreat for free. Bring up the Garchomp again. Put the energy card like so there. And then we go start searching for our family once more. Little Garchomps. There we go. We're gonna do just Royal Blades, just because I can. Like, Quick Dive would have knocked it out as well, but... There we go. So EX Pokemon. Most important thing about EX Pokemon is when you knock them out, you take 2 prize cards. So that's what happened there. Instead of me taking the 1 card, I got 2. That was brilliant. I do like that deck. That deck is highly volatile. It it depends on how quickly you can find the Garchomp. Like, can you deal enough damage very quickly early on to prevent your opponent from evolving Pokemon and powering up? It's a deck that's honestly, it's gone wrong more times for me than it has gone right. Like, even in the CPU match, you can end up not getting cards you want right off the bat. But it is fun to play with. Like, it's not a terrible deck to go with. And it's what I chose to mainly for to get like daily challenges that are specific Dragon type monsters. There's other ones out there, like there's a Dragonite deck. I believe there's another Garchomp. I could be wrong about that, but this one I chose it because at least the damage was going to be more consistent, and I knew that at least I could get a Garchomp out and play stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons I chose the Mach Strike, even though it is a little bit of an older deck. I think now all those cards are out of their standard rotation at this point, minus like energy cards, but that's that. But that will be it for today. We hope next week we go back to our regular streaming schedule. It has been a while, but you know, sometimes life happens and all that. But do plan to come back next week. We still have Breath of the Wild to finish up. We're hoping 2 or 3 more episodes of that, and we'll actually be able to beat hard mode. Hope is a very strong word here. We still want to go find a Master Sword. That's a big thing. I need just that little extra security space. Good to know. Good to know indeed. But yep. And I might... Yep, thanks for being around here. I might come back with more Pokemon trading card game unless I come up with something else. But I think we all enjoy just watching some Pokemon trading card games happening about all that. Yeah, and it's fine. Like, I've accepted my mortality with that data. It's done well. But I'll live, and we'll deal with that. But so that is it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I'm gonna go do my usual, try to get stuff done before the weekend starts. That's what I do. Thursdays is the day before Friday. That's all it is to me sometimes. Just gotta get stuff ready. Because I never know when someone wants to hang out and whatnot. But that will be it. I will see you guys next week. Take care, everyone.